Chances are, if you just started a YouTube channel or you are trying to grow a channel that you've had for a while, you probably are focusing on the same stuff I focused on when I started my first YouTube channel. It was not this one. I focused all on getting it just right, making it perfect, like Casey Neistat. Let me show you this. This is the first camera I ever bought because Casey Neistat had this camera. Now, this was in 2018. I never learned how to use this, and it was not cheap. I only recorded 2 videos for that channel. They were all about me, day in the life, and then I quit because I quickly realized I am not Casey Neistat. My life is boring, and I really didn't have anything to say. Fast forward to this YouTube channel that I started a few years ago. I went the direct opposite direction of the first channel I started. Instead of making it all about me, I just gave tips. I kept everything personal out of it. So while I did grow my channel, it was not very memorable. I didn't share really good stories, and I really didn't connect with my audience. So I quit because it was boring. And that was 6 months ago. And then 18 days ago, I decided I am going to record every single day, and I'm going to try to figure out how to take the version of me on my first channel and merge it with the version of me on my second channel. That's what this whole thing has been about. And I'm focusing on 3 things that I want you to think about as you grow your channel. I've only been focusing on these 3 things for the last 17 days, and already I am seeing growth with my channel, but most importantly, I am having fun again, and that's what we have to have if we want to continue. Otherwise, we're gonna quit. Okay, so what this means is we cannot be making random videos. Instead, we're gonna make what I call fun, smart videos. That's the first thing I'm focusing on right now. Smart, fun videos mean they are smart for your channel, but they are fun for you to make. So this video right here is a little bit more on the fun side for me than most of my videos because most of my videos are in my laundry room, but I'm always giving smart information because if you don't give your audience valuable information that they can use in some way, then they're not going to come back to your channel. So I've had some conversations with you guys lately, 3 of them that I'm going to mention today. And these are people who are struggling to figure out what the theme of their account are. So what I'm trying to do is show them how they can marry their expertise to the fun they want to have on their YouTube channel. So let's look at some of these. First one up is Psalm 23 by the Sea. She wrote me and said that she's really been thinking about something that combines basic Bible teaching for her adult children. And then she also loves to cook. I go to her channel, definitely talking about her faith. And then she's got a few random shorts on here and a couple of random videos, and some of them are cooking. So when I say expertise, it doesn't necessarily mean like this was your career. So what I suggested was, well, you could have a theme where you are feeding your family and feeding the word. It's a little cheesy, but it's a start. You got to come up with something to start with. Hold on, this is not working out. Okay. Let's go to Alan next. Now, Alan didn't love my suggestion, but maybe you can help Alan out. Alan is a former news photographer, meaning he is a videographer, so he knows about video. He's in his 60s, and he wants to vlog. He is excited because one video on his channel did well, over 60, and starting a YouTube channel. Okay. So I think what's happening with Alan is he got excited, he got a lot of views because that's a very popular topic right now. I mean, I used it the very first video of my series. I talked about how women over 40 should start a YouTube channel. So you're on YouTube, so obviously if you talk about the platform, you're going to get attention, but that doesn't mean you want to be a video coach or a YouTube coach or that you even have the expertise to do that yet. So he could document his journey learning all the ins and outs of YouTube if that's really what he wants to talk about every single day, because that would offer value and it would be fun for him. What I thought he could do was, since he has a background in videography, he could teach 60 plus, 50 plus year olds how to use their phone to document their family's memories and events, because he's got an eye for that. Now, he doesn't think he's got enough experience to do that. I'm like, hello, I have no idea what I'm doing with the camera and I wing it every day. So I think, Alan, you're so early in your game. You could totally try this with 1 or 2 videos, see if you like it. But I know that people will find value in your expertise, and then you can still vlog your family by using them as examples in your teaching videos. Next, we have Mimi. This was so fun. So Mimi had written me because she had a video go bonkers, like over 20,000 views. And that's obviously not typical for someone who has 512 subscribers. But that is screaming to her that people love what she had to say. Now, if this was a one-off random video and it wasn't something that she wanted to talk about again, I would say do not do that again. In fact, you might want to private it on your channel. But she loves organization, and she's one of those very detailed people. So I had to go watch this video that got, 24,000 views. I am not an organized person. I probably wouldn't do half of what she's talking about, just because that's just not how I am. But I was fascinated that so many people in her comments were all over this. There's clearly a niche for this. People who are ultra organized, who love little pouches in their purses. She doesn't have to do an entire channel about purse organization, but if she's got a knack for organization, she could have an entire channel just on that. There are lots of channels that are all about organizing hacks, minimalizing your house, all kinds of things like that. People go gaga for that. She got excited about that, and I think Mimi might know what her fun, smart videos are going to be. Now, I did have some people who felt like they had so many different passions and parts to them, they just couldn't come up with one theme. And my answer to that is come up with one theme, and then as you do your videos under that umbrella of that theme, you can start to inject parts of you, like your values and your beliefs and anything else that you're passionate about. And you can even use examples and stories to show people what you're all about without that making it the overriding theme of your account. You have to start there, because if you are random and all over the place with all your different passions, you're not going to grow your channel. The algorithm will not understand what this channel is about. It will not know who to send your videos to. But that is something I did on this channel. Like, I started talking about my values and my beliefs for the first time, and I started to get people coming back to my channel because those are like signals. Those are like little radars to your ideal people saying, I am your people, I am your people. They won't come back if you don't send those signals in your videos. So that's why I didn't have returning viewers until 17 days ago. So one way that I make my videos fun and smart is I teach you about YouTube, but I also make you go to the grocery store with me because I'm having fun learning new ways to record and get comfortable in weird places. But that brings me to the second thing I am focusing on right now, because I do this because I love it. So that's my fun. I love learning new things. That's why I was so attracted to the style of Casey Neistat. But what happened on this channel is I got so carried away in trying to be creative that I wasn't myself on the videos, and I was not connecting with my ideal person. So the second thing you got to focus on is you have to become obsessed with your ideal person. You have to really understand what their personality is like, what they like, not just what they want and what they need, but also what they like to watch. So what I realized after 3 years is that my ideal person doesn't like fast edits. They don't need me to dress up and do weird characters and have some over-the-top storyline. They really just want me to talk to the camera and be myself, which I was not comfortable with. So that's what a lot of this challenge has been for me, is getting comfortable just talking like myself, not being over the top, not yelling at the camera, not presenting, but talking with you. And so you need to understand what style your person likes. What do they like to watch? And the only way you can do that is to look at big creators with a similar audience to see why they're attracted to that person. Like, for instance, the Minimal Mom has a huge channel, and her ideal people are very similar to mine, and I noticed that our styles are completely different. And I don't want to be like Dawn, but I do need to recognize that her style is a much slower pace. It's very real, authentic, and she's just talking to the camera. So that's important for you. If you don't understand who your ideal person is and what they like, what kind of videos they like, you may actually turn them off by trying to be over the top with your videos when you really don't need to be. Okay, and the last thing that I'm focusing on is This is an example of it right here. I am focusing on doing something new in every video, learning something new in every video. So in this video, I am forcing myself to take my new Osmo Pocket 3 inside of the grocery store to use it for the first time. In yesterday's video, I wanted to learn how I could incorporate some of my viewers into my video for the first time. In another video, I wanted to learn in Final Cut Pro how to put the little circle on my head. So every video, I'm either aiming to learn something new or I'm aiming to improve something. Like right now, a lot of people are in my comments telling me how I should put chapters in my description and better thumbnails. And I'm like, I know that, but I'm not focusing on my thumbnails and my chapters right now. I'm focusing on being natural on camera. I'm focusing on getting to know my ideal person. I'm focusing on telling better stories. I'm focusing on enjoying this again. And then once that's done, after the challenge, then I'll start making better thumbnails and I'll put some chapters in the description for you. Uh-oh, we're falling. Falling phones. Stand by. I got you. I have you on Chips Ahoy. Here, I'll show you. See, I have you propped up on some Chips Ahoy right now. This is the whole point. When you have fun with your videos and just focus on one thing to try for the first time or one thing to improve, your videos are going to get better and you're going to enjoy the process instead of you fixating on your views, fixating on your you're going to enjoy the process a whole lot more. It's the activity that you put into the videos that make the videos better that will eventually grow your channels. Isn't this so cool? I like this thing. I think we can be friends.